What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. Of course, my name is Rodney. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm. And if you came here for a specific story, timestamps are going to be in the description down below, so you can jump ahead to whichever story you want to hear. But first, we have to talk about the man of the hour, Kanye West, seen for a second time rocking the Satoshi Nakamoto hat in public. And of course, Satoshi Nakamoto is the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. Now, this comes after JP Morgan cuts ties with Kanye West. They pretty much told him, hey, you have a month to get all of your money off of our bank. We no longer want to do business with you. And I believe that was about $140 million, something like that. Now, this comes after he wore a White Lives Matter shirt. Now, it is beyond me why JP Morgan wants to kick off this guy for doing something like that. And it is beyond me why so many people hold the opinions of rappers or celebrities higher than the average Joe. I know they're popular for one thing, but I never take the political opinion of a rapper or anybody like that and pedestalize them. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, he has come out and shown his support for Trump, said he wants to run for president and all kinds of crazy things. And now a lot of people on the left don't like Kanye West because he's like now this polarizing figure that supports, you could say, the right. But people forget that back in the day, in like 2004, when Hurricane Katrina happened, right? I believe that's when it happened. He went on national television and told, everybody that George Bush didn't care about black people, which was hilarious. And it caught I think it was Mike Myers by surprise at the time.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please.
Kanye West is an edgy guy, right? He's trying to be edgy. And in my opinion, he's trying to stay relevant in the news. The message is clear by wearing this Satoshi Nakamoto hat. Some cryptocurrency is still decentralized, like Bitcoin. You're not gonna not be able to use Bitcoin based on your political opinion. And that's what DeFi is supposed to be. That's what decentralization is supposed to be. When your money is controlled by banks, they can do things like this based on something they don't like. Now, I could see if he told someone to go harm someone or he got arrested for some heinous crime, but no, he just wore a t-shirt and now they want to cancel him. Cancel culture is absolutely ridiculous. And although I think that the political opinions of celebrities is dumb sometimes, it is nice to see such an influential figure wear a Satoshi Nakamoto hat and get more eyes on cryptocurrency. I think this is the biggest endorsement of cryptocurrency since Elon Musk in Dogecoin. And to me, that's still kind of meme-ish. So I will definitely be on the lookout to see if Kanye West does any more cryptocurrency related interviews or statements or something like that. It's definitely going to be interesting. And maybe this will get the public to start recognizing cryptocurrency a little more. And our next story, of course, is FTX U.S. and Sam Bankman-Fried under investigation by regulator. Now, this could be a big deal. So it says right here, the Texas State Securities Board of investigating FTX U.S. and its founder Sam Bankman-Fried for potentially offering unregistered securities. So pretty much the same old story when it comes to the SEC and regulators kind of deep diving into cryptocurrency, offering unregistered securities. The investigation was revealed in a filing by the board's enforcement director, Joe Rotunda, who filed it within the bankruptcy case of Voyager Digital. So the board, according to Rotunda, is looking into certain accounts offered by FTX U.S. These accounts pay investors yield in exchange for depositing their cryptocurrencies with the firm. People often refer to these types of accounts as crypto yield farming. Now, what we knew from this last bear market is that a lot of cryptocurrency platforms offering this insane APY just by holding your crypto on their platform, well, it wasn't really sustainable. And what's funny is that CoffeeZilla, which I love in this space, he kind of trolls cryptocurrency, but I still think he does a lot of good in cryptocurrency, right? Getting the truth out there for some of these bad projects. He talked about in April how crypto CEO, which was SBF, right, who he was talking about, accidentally describes a Ponzi scheme. Now, it's very important that you watch this video. I'm going to put this in the description. Watch this video because it makes sense. And it's a big problem we have in cryptocurrency, but I can see both sides of the argument. So it says right here, Texas and other state securities regulators have been pursuing Voyager and other crypto companies for offering similar crypto yield farming products, which they say are unregistered securities and don't disclose their risk to investors. In some cases, these products have turned out to be fraudulent. And he says, in September, FTX won a bid to acquire Voyager's assets out of bankruptcy. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but Voyager went under, FTX was able to acquire Voyager's assets. And they're going to help some of the people who got affected, but of course you're not going to get 100% of your money back. And I had some money in Voyager, not a lot, but I still did. I was going to put more in, but luckily I didn't, just because I just feel like there's so many cryptocurrency exchanges. I usually go with the trusted brands like the Binances, the Coinbases, and stuff like that. I didn't need to get my money into Voyager, but a lot of people got wrecked by Voyager. It says, in a deal valued at $1.4 billion. However, Rotunda said securities regulators should not allow the firm to purchase the assets until they can determine compliance with the law. As of now, it isn't clear if FTX U.S. or Bankman-Fried have violated any laws. The investigation is still ongoing, with no formal charges filed yet. So they're doing a probe, right? We actually heard about this story a little while ago with the SEC trying to investigate BNB. Now, I feel like a good way for us to avoid any of this is for these regulators and the U.S. government to have some clear-cut regulations, like black and white regulations on what is okay and what is not. Because I do think that some of these cryptocurrency projects are securities. I think if you're like Bitcoin and your only use case is a store of value like any other currency, it's just a cryptocurrency, except that this currency, unlike some fiat, there's only it's finite, right? There's only a certain amount left of it, so you just can't print more when you want to, which makes it valuable, like digital gold, because you can't just create gold if you want to. Some of these products are securities, in my opinion. They're like more like shares in a company, but my thing is, like, there was no rules when all of these cryptocurrency companies were created. And I feel like the SEC is going back and having this sort of witch hunt when there were no clear rules. So how about we make rules going forward and require these cryptocurrency companies to comply with whatever laws we're creating now, instead of trying to go in the past and fine them for all these insane things. I think when it comes to FTX and Ripple Labs and Binance and these other cryptocurrency entities, it's like, these are the good guys in our space. I mean, we saw Binance and FTX try to help out other cryptocurrency companies that were, that needed bailout when the market started to dump. So I don't think these guys are the bad guys, but the SEC is always going to go after the big fish. So we'll see what happens with this. It's going to be an interesting story. And of course, I have to mention the fact that Quant has been going absolutely insane. And I think it's up over 450% in the last 4 months. And we can go to year to date right here. And we saw a bottom over here in June. It's been pumping ever since. Now, of course, it's not near its all-time high or anything like that. We can see over here that during the bull run it went absolutely nutty. But we're starting to see some slow growth. And what I like about this, again, is that it's starting to happen over a 4-month period. Now, there's not a ton of big news. And of course, if you know about like XRP and those kind of cryptocurrencies, it's kind of cut from the same cloth. Now, some of the bullish news I saw was the fact that they had a little interview they put out here on October 13th, so about 4 days ago, over at this Cybos 2022, where they kind of explain exactly what Quant is, what they're trying to do, and how it's inevitable that big banks start to use the blockchain to do some of the things they're already doing. And I'm reading articles about it being overbought and those sorts of things, but it was overbought like a week ago. It was overbought, a few weeks ago, and it's still continuing to pump. Now, is this going to be like this forever? No, I'm sure we'll see some sort of pullback, because that's what happens in cryptocurrency. But look at it, 300% up on the day in volume, and 12% increase in its market cap. And some people are predicting this thing to get to $1,000 easily. And I could definitely see that happening, especially if we see something like the SEC losing to Ripple Labs and that whole lawsuit they have going on. So I'll go ahead and put a link to this in the description down below. You can watch this interview. Very, very good interview. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you think of the Kanye West story? What did you think about the SBF story? How do you feel about Quant? Do you hold Quant? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.